Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It is Wednesday, Wobble Wednesday, the 16th of September. I hope you're okay. I'm okay so far. In case you didn't know, my name is Karen. I'm here with Get Moving. There's our lovely banner. Backwards, I know, but you know, that's Facebook for you. Yeah, that's our lovely banner. My name's Karen. We're here to help people, well, to help everyone really, but specifically people with mobility issues. People who can't move quite as well as they hope they could. So, for example, if you have a disability, if you have a medical condition, if you are in rehab, or if you have an injury or anything like that that stops you from moving quite as well as you hope, us here at Get Moving now can help you to get some exercise, get some mobility, to get some strength and get some fitness back in your life, and so you can live life better and be happier and just enjoy life and crack on and have a good time. So I'm glad that you can join us. I hope you can join us, and obviously I hope that you can get everyone else to join us as well, because you know where the share button is. It's down there. Please feel free to share far and wide. We've got the web page up there in the description. If you want to find out any more information about Get Moving, then please do click in the description up there, because that's got the web page for Get Moving. It'll tell you everything you need to know about it, plus all the old workout videos that we've done, including the one from yesterday, Technique Tuesday, where we go over the exercise we're going to be doing for the rest of the week. So if you're unsure about the exercise we're going to be doing, we'll be using the resistance band. I hope you have yours ready. Then by all means, click on the link in the description, go to the website and have a look at Technique Tuesday from yesterday, and have a go and join in with us. So it is Wobble Wednesday. As always, every Wednesday, we'll be concentrating a little bit more on people who are standing today, because we're going to be working on balance. Don't worry if you're seated, if you can't stand, don't worry, we've got alternatives for you. But just for today, just for Wobble Wednesday, I will be spending a bit more time focusing a little bit more on people who are standing, just to let you know in advance. So while you are getting your resistance band and you are getting it all set up, it should be anchored somewhere very solid, roughly chest height there. If you're seated or if you're standing, it'll be your chest height, roughly speaking. Set that up. If you are seated, the exercises that we'll be alternating between today will be, as always, be using your belly, your core, and thinking about posture. So your first one is the sit-up. We've done them all before, so nothing new, nothing exciting, I'm afraid, but sit-ups. So if you are seated, make sure you are sat forward, away from the backrest. Make sure there's a nice big gap between you and the backrest of your chair. And all you're going to do is, under control, you're going to sit back, let your upper back touch the backrest, and then sit up again. So, like a sit-up on the floor, but we're doing it seated. We're going to lean back, touch, and then sit up. So bog standard sit-ups using your belly muscles, like so. That's the first exercise we're going to be alternating between. The other one is, again like we've done before, seated chinnies, the elbow and knee lift. So, if you're seated, you will be sat nice and tall, no slouching, sat nice and tall, hands behind your head, elbows back like so. We are going to twist and pull back one elbow, and at the same time lift the same knee. So for example, I'm sat here, one elbow is going to twist back, and at the same time the same knee is going to lift up, hold it for a second, and then recover. And then we do the same on the other side. One elbow and the same knee is going to move, elbow comes back, knee comes up, hold it for a second, and then recover. And repeat the same thing on both sides, like so. That will be working on posture, on your upper back, keeping yourself nice and tall. It'll also be working on strengthening your belly as well, core strength, both of which are important for all of us, but especially if we are seated, it's going to be very important to keep our upper back and our belly as strong as we can. So they're the two exercises you'll be swapping between. If you're seated, if you are standing, the exercise we'll be doing will be the stamp. Now, I had a lovely phone call the other day, telling me about how someone was on a ferry, quite a rough ferry, and they used this stamping exercise to help them keep their balance while on a rough ferry, which I think is lovely. So thank you very much for letting us know about that. It's really nice. But yeah, this is exactly what this stamp is for. Anytime we feel ourselves losing our balance, a quick stamping move can help us regain and maintain our balance. I wasn't thinking of ferries when I was doing this. I was thinking of just being jostled in the street. But yes, it works in any situation where we lose our balance. So if we're standing, imagine we're being jostled forwards, or we're on the ferry and the boat tips nose down like that, and we suddenly feel ourselves falling forwards. The way we're going to save ourselves is by a quick, decisive movement of one leg, and we're going to stamp forwards and then recover. Okay, that's how we're going to save ourselves. We're not just going to fall flat on our face. We're going to save ourselves by moving quickly, decisively, and stamp forwards. And then just imagine we're being jostled from the side, or the boat is tipping to the side and we're falling one way, and we're going to do a quick, decisive movement and stamp sideways to catch ourselves and recover. And the same thing, practicing backwards. Imagine being jostled from the front, or the boat is tipping nose up like so. Suddenly we feel ourselves falling backwards, and we're going to do a quick, decisive stamp with one leg backwards, and we hold ourselves, we recover, we regain our balance and back. So that's what we're going to be doing, the stamp. We'll be alternating legs, but we'll be stamping forwards, sideways and backwards, and the same with both legs. Yeah, it is a very good drill to help us regain our balance when we are falling. We are at some point going to lose our balance. The stamp is a really good exercise, a really good drill to practice to regain and catch our balance before we hit the deck. And yes, it was really nice hearing how it worked in the wild. It was great. Thank you very much. So they're the exercises we're going to be doing now. So starting off, as always, warming ourselves up. Now I've got my timer, I've got it set for 25 seconds today, so we're going to be doing 25-second batches. So whether we are seated, whether we're standing, we're going to do marching on the spot first of all. Seated version, sit tall, march your legs up and down. So just get your legs moving, get the blood pumping, just get your body going. If you're standing, you're going to be balancing on one foot, but getting the knees up nice and high and marching on the spot like so. 25 seconds worth. Get stuck in. Do whatever you can do, whether it's an easy move or a harder move. Do whatever you can do, but get moving like what the banner says. So 25 seconds, marching on the spot. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Marching away nicely. As I say, always, the easy version is down there, somewhere nice and low. A small move in this case is an easier move. A bigger move, where the knees come up higher, is a harder move. To maintain your balance, see how my body weight is shifting side to side. That's what I want you to do as well. Shift your body weight side to side to side. And that is our 20 seconds. Simple as that. So our next one is going to be the first balance one. If you are seated, you're going to do sit-ups. So sitting tall, a gap behind you. You're going to lean back and then sit back up again. Lean back and sit back up again, doing sit-ups. If you are standing, we're going to stamp to the right hand side first of all. So I'm going to use my right leg. Now I know in the video it looks backwards, just that's backwards stuff. I'm going to use my right leg. I'm going to stamp forward, sideways and behind. Are we ready? Whether we're sit-ups or stamping. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So stamp forwards, recover, and then stamp to the side, recover, and behind, stamp behind and recover. Now again, you can see my body weight, my body is moving. I am not staying put and just tapping my foot around. My entire body is moving, and that's the key to regaining our balance. Time there, well done. That's our 25 seconds. So we're going to alternate between these exercises all the time, okay? So our next one, the new exercise. I hope you have your resistance band ready, okay? So the seated or standing row. You can do the seated or you can do the standing. Make sure you are facing the place where your resistance band is anchored somewhere. Again, roughly chest height. Make sure it's somewhere solid, okay? We're going to be stood nice and tall or seated nice and tall, your choice which. One arm at a time, okay? We're going to pull, stretch the band, chest out, shoulder back, and relax. Pull and relax, okay? We're going to do 25 seconds one arm, 25 seconds the other arm. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So I'm sat tall, my chest is out, and I'm just stretching the band and controlled return. I'm not slouching like that. I'm not just bending my elbow like that. I'm sat tall, the elbow is coming back, my chest is pushed out, my shoulder blade back here is pinching back behind me, and a controlled return. So I'm not just being pulled back. Same on the other side in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Chest out, shoulder back, controlled return. A nice big strong move. My body is staying pretty damn still. If anything, we're only doing a quick or a simple twist maneuver there. I'm not getting dragged forwards. I'm staying tall. I'm thinking about my upper back doing the work. Elbow is pulling back, shoulder is pulling back, and then controlled return. Simple as that. So then we're going to move on to the next one. So if we are seated, your next exercise, hands behind your head, one elbow comes back, same time, the knee comes up, and then swap, other side, like so. Hold it for a second and swap. If we're standing, I'm going to use my left leg. Stamping with my left leg. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stamp forwards, recover. Stamp sideways, recover, and behind, stamp behind, recover. Again, it's a quick and a big and a fast move, not staying put and just flapping a leg around. That's not it. The whole body needs to move one way or the other way. That's our time. Well done. So knee bends are next. If you are seated, kicking your feet out like so, bending and straightening your knees. If you're standing, kicking your heels back to your butt like so. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice big knee movements. Kicking the feet up or kicking the feet out, depending on whichever version you're doing. But again, notice if I'm standing here, the way I keep my balance is I shift my central gravity side to side. I said it before, I'll say it again, Wobble Wednesday, balance is all about moving. Balance is not about staying still. That's our time. So next one is going to be sit-ups again. If you are seated, sit back and sit up. If we're standing, I'm using my right side. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stamp, recover, stamp, recover, stamp, recover. You go at your pace. You might go the same pace as me. You might go faster or you might go slower. I don't know and I don't care. As long as you go fast step, a quick stamp, I can hear, boom, like that. Time, time, time. Well done. The speed and the stamp is what we're after. What we got next? Twisting. Sarah's favourite. If we're seated or standing, it's the same thing. Fold your arms, sit or stand tall, and twist one way and then the other. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. A big twist one way, and then a big twist the other way. The bigger the move that you can do, the better. Now, as always, you may only be able to do a small move, and that's fine. But we're going to slowly but surely increase the size of that move. The bigger the better, that's what they say. That's what I get keeping told. I don't know. But shoulder comes forwards there, okay? Time, time, time. What we got? Twist. So chin. So if we're seated, it's this one. If we're standing, I'm going to be using my left leg. 3, 2, 1. Stamp, loud, and loud, loud. It does not work if we keep the body still. It does not work if we do it slowly and quietly. This has to be a quick and a stamping move, because that's what's going to save our lives. That stamp, and that stamp. Well done. Double taps. If we're seated, sitting tall, knees come up twice. It comes up twice. And if we're standing again, back on one leg again, balancing time again. Knee raise like so. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. a double tap. The knee comes up twice. It's not the hands down, it is the knee up. There is a difference. But again, start small if you need. That's fine by me. Slowly but surely, you make it a bigger move. And again, you can see my body weight is shifting side to side to keep my balance. If I try and stay still, I will definitely fall over. The thing that's going to keep me alive, keep me on my feet, is by moving. That's our time. Sit-ups. If you're seated, you know the drill by now. Leaning back, sitting up. If we're standing, I'm going to use my right leg. 3, 2, 1. Stamp, hard and fast, and definitely loud. So this is, we are going to lose our balance at some point in our lives. We're going to be finding ourselves in a rocky sea or jostled in the street, and we're going to lose our balance. This is all about saving ourselves when the shit hits the fan, because it's gonna. We're gonna save ourselves before it goes too wrong. Okay, what have we got next? I've lost myself here. Did the stamp, double tap. Side bends. Okay, if we're seated or standing, again, it's the same thing. One arm down, nice big stretch over the top, reaching away. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go again. Reaching and stretching. Again, this upper arm is an optional extra. If you want, just think about the one arm coming down to the floor. This is the easier version. This is level 1. Reaching up and over is level 2. We're moving the back. We're making sure the back can stay mobile, stay supple. It's not going to stiffen up. No point in having a stiff back. That just leads to aches and pains. We don't want that. If we're seated, hands and elbows, or elbows and knees rather. One elbow, same knee, twist and hold. One elbow, the same knee, twist and hold. And if we're standing, my left leg is moving this time. 3, 2, 1. Stamping away. Stamp forwards, stamp to the side, stamp behind. So again, if we're jostled, if we lose our balance, if we find ourselves falling, the worst thing we can do is stay still. If we find ourselves losing our balance, do not stay still. Move. Specifically, move one leg or the other and stamp. That's going to help save you. Stamping is excellent. What we got next? Squats and sit stands. Okay, so strong legs help with our balance. We need sheer horsepower down there to help maintain, keep and recover our balance. Sit stands like so are very good at just increasing, maintaining, maximizing the sheer strength we have in these legs. Because the stronger the legs we have, the better we are at keeping, maintaining and recovering our balance. So we're doing a sit stand or a squat. As many times as you can in 25 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So as always, start with a small, easy move. That's an easy move, but don't stay with an easy move. Always be asking ourselves, how can I make sure we're safe, make sure we do it properly, but then we ask ourselves, okay, I'm doing this well. How can I make this harder? Still make sure we do it well, but harder and done well. Boom, simple as. Sit-ups time. If you're seated, you know the drill. Sit back, sit up, repeat. If we're standing, I'm using my right side. Get your feet moving now in 3, 2, 1, go. Stamp, and again I want to hear your foot moving. Well, specifically I want to hear your foot landing. There. To the side, and again see how my body, whole body is moving. It's a big body move, really big body move forwards, a big body move to the side, and a big body move behind. And this is going to help save our lives. Well done. Okay, what's next? Ankles and tightrope walking. If you're seated, flapping your ankles, make sure the heel can touch the floor, and then the toes. Get a big, and I mean a big, movement out of your ankles. Not just a little thing like that, no. A big movement, okay? If we're standing, we're tightrope walking. You know tightrope walking is difficult, it's got a lot to do with balance. Now we practice it. Imagine there's a line, a tightrope painted on the floor. Feet wide is easier, feet narrow is harder. With me, everybody, off you go, walk forwards, heel toe, heel toe. Walking on that imaginary tightrope, balancing and wobbling all the way. Like I always say, like a stuck record, wobbling is good. Wobbling is what actually makes us maintain and recover our balance. Now the tricky bit now is going backwards. Same thing, but toes, heels, toes, heels. I swear I will have something like this chiseled on my gravestone when I die. Standing still or being still has nothing to do with balance. Balance is all about movement and wobbling. Under control, obviously, not wildly, but controlled wobbling. Forwards, same again, off we go. Heel toe, heel toe. So, if you find, the reason I bang on about this so much, I've spoken to so many people who think they haven't got any balance because they feel like they're shaking, they're wobbling and think, oh my God, I've got no balance. No, you're so wrong. I'm sorry, you're so wrong. Backwards last time. If we are wobbling and shaking like this means we do have balance. We know if we don't have balance when we actually fall over. Don't do that. When we hit the ground, that's when we've got no balance. But when we're wobbling, we're shaking like this, that is perfect. That means we have balance. So bloody well done. Okay, what we've got, Ginny's, if we're seated, it's the elbows and knees. So one elbow, the same knee, one comes back, one comes up, hold it for a second, and the same other side, one elbow, one knee, comes back, comes up, hold it for a second, and repeat. If we're standing, I am using my left leg today. 3, 2, 1, stamp, forwards, sideways, behind. So again, all these things for Wobble Wednesday, if you notice, they are all movements. There's no point trying to stay still when we balance. Balance is not staying still. Balance is moving. So we're going to bloody move. Stamping away. And one more time. There we go. Fantastic. Right then. Oh, last couple. Getting out of breath. Let me adjust my timer. Fast feet time. Running on the spot. So if you are seated, running on the spot, getting your feet moving, nice and quick, just up and down, tapping away. If you're standing, same idea. Use that stamp or use those stamps that we've just been doing. Stamp on the ground very quickly, one after the other. Running on the spot. Okay, 2 rounds, 10 seconds each. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Running on the spot, getting the feet moving, again stamping away. Quick feet. Done. There we go. Round 1 done. So when we fall, when we are losing our balance, when we're about to go over, we need to move our feet fast to save ourselves. This is what we're practicing right now. That's why you call it fast feet. Round 2 in 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Fast feet. Nice and quick. Get your breathing going. Job done. Simple as. So if we're seated, what we've got now, sit-ups again. Sit-ups, lean back, use your stomach muscles. Sit back tall again. If we're standing, we're using, whoops, let me adjust my timer. If we're standing, we are using my right side. 3, 2, 1, go. Stamp, recover, stamp, recover, stamp, recover. The louder and the quicker, the better. Because that means we're moving quick. We can't do a loud thing if we move slowly. It doesn't work. Quick, quick, quick. And nicely done. And I might have mixed something up, I'm not sure. No, we're not. Shadow boxing, that's okay. Okay, shadow boxing, seated or standing. Last main exercise, get yourself out of breath. Hands high, punching up there, punching down there, hooking around, uppercuts, slam dunk them on the floor, pick them up, shake them, chuck them out the window, whatever. Imaginary opponent, duff them up, but get your breathing going. 3 rounds, 25 seconds each. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. Shadow boxing. And again, because it is Wobble Wednesday, if we're standing, I want you to concentrate on your footwork. Move your feet. Don't stay put and punch. Don't do that. See, my feet aren't moving. I want your feet moving all the time. So you can shuffle forwards or shuffle backwards. Time for a sec. Have a breather. That is round 1 done. 2 to go. So you can move forwards, you can move backwards, left, right, your choice. Round 2 in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Punching again. So we can move around, change direction. But the fancy footwork, all this stamping we've been practicing all through this morning, now we put to practice. We're going to move around with our feet. We're going to shuffle, be nice and light, and keep moving all the time. Time. 2 down, 1 last one to go. Nicely out of breath. Final 25 seconds. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. You know what to do. Away we go. Moving, shuffling, side to side, left or right, back and forth. Change direction, change the height of your punch. Just keep your breathing going. Keep huffing and puffing all the time, and that is time there. Oh, so we've got one last thing to do. If we are seated, one elbow, same knee, back and lift and hold, and the same on the other side. And if we're standing, I'm going to be finishing off with my left leg. The final stamping in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Stamp and stamp and stamp. Nice, quick, loud movements. Boom. Again, imagine you're on that ferry. Oh my God, you're going to go, and you've got to save yourself. You're toppling forwards, oh my God, and you save yourself. Toppling back, oh my God, and you save yourself. That's the stamp. And that's our time. So that is Wobble Wednesday. We practice our balance. I try and think very practically if I can. I know for a fact between now and the day I die, I will at some point fall over. Something wrong will happen and I will fall over. I will lose my balance and I will start to go. However, if I practice these things like stamping, I know for a fact that I'll be able to, well, I'll be better placed to recover, to catch myself, to stop me from actually hitting the floor. Because don't forget, losing balance ain't a problem. That's not a problem. It's totally losing balance and not being able to recover. That's the thing we want to avoid. These things like stamping, they can help us recover our balance. And whether that is because we've been jostled in the street, where we've tripped over our own laces, or a cat or a grandchild or something, or we're on a ferry going away on holiday and suddenly it's all the waves are chopping up and we're losing balance there. It doesn't matter how we lose balance, it's going to happen at some point, somewhere, somehow. And things like this will help you stay on your feet and not hit the deck. And that's why we practice the hell out of it. And that's why I want you to let everybody else practice the hell out of it as well. Because we've just practiced it, we can do it now, but there are other people out there who haven't practiced it yet. And they are still at risk. So, my favour, I'm going to ask you a favour. There's the share button down there. You know what I'm going to ask. Share this video with other people. Let them have a go. Let them practice regain their balance. Give them a chance to stay safe, stay on their feet and not hurt themselves. Balance and falls prevention is a massive thing for us. and you don't actually realize it until you actually do fall over. So prevention is better than cure. Do me a favor, do everybody else a favor. Click that share button, let other people practice, because things like this, you never know when you need it. So practice. So there we go. Don't forget, as always, there's the link up there. Today and all this week we've been using the resistance band. If you haven't got one, I thoroughly recommend, if you want, to get one. If you're not sure about getting home gym equipment and stuff like that, up in the description up there, again, I've put the link up there. You can have a look at my recommendations for very simple, very basic, very inexpensive home exercise kit. Basically bands, balls, things like that. Stuff which don't cost a lot, but that can be used in lots and lots of different ways, very good ways. And we're going to be using the kit more and more often. So tomorrow, it is Thinking Thursday tomorrow. Don't forget, we're going to use our brains tomorrow. We're not just going to go through the motions. We are going to think about what we're going to do, and we're going to think about how we can improve it. Not just mindlessly like a zombie. We're not sheep. We're going to think this stuff through. Thinking Thursday tomorrow, 11 o'clock. If you missed anything at all, as always, you've got the web address. It's got the old archive videos. You can get in touch with me if you want to join me one-to-one. I coach people. This is my job. I am actually a professional. I know, shocking as it may seem, I am actually a professional coach. I coach people in groups and one-to-one. If you want to get in touch with me, you know how. That's about it. Thank you very much, boys and girls. As always, it's really good. Thank you. I shall see you again tomorrow, hopefully. Well done and enjoy. Bye-bye.